YouTube. Back. So I had a English paper due the other day. Well, it was like kind of pretty much like she gave us a free write assignment. And she said just write something. And I'm lazy, so I didn't do mine that night when I got home. I did it on the bus ride the next morning to school because I have an hour bus ride. So I listen to music when I'm on my bus because I have annoying little children that ride my bus. Yeah. But I happened to be listening to Marilyn Manson, and the song I was listening to was This Is the New Shit. So I wrote the first verse down, and I just kind of was thinking, like, parents, don't like Manson. A lot of people don't like Manson, and I don't really understand it. I mean, he does things that people don't agree with. That's just what he does. I think he does it because people don't agree with it, and people don't think he should be doing the things that he does. People are like, why would you do whatever? That's so terrible, and we don't agree with it, so therefore it's not right. Society dislikes people who are different like him. I don't know, I don't understand it. We need to treat all people equal, but you guys, parents and, older people, need to stop picking on Manson. His music is different, and it's amazing, and it has a purpose. It's not like the stupid Jonas Brothers crap where it's like, power chord, la 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 la, stupid song about, oh, I wanted to get this girl, but I didn't, because for some stupid reason or something, I don't even know. But his stuff has meaning, and people don't like it because he swears a lot. Whoopee. I'm willing to bet you guys do too. And it's not like he's just using profane language just for the hell of it. I mean, it makes his points. So, there's not really a problem with that. Writers do that all the time. Other musicians do that, but you don't go harp on them and be like, you're evil. And I think it's because of how Manson looks and how Manson dresses and how Manson chooses to represent himself. And you guys don't like it because he's unusual, and you can't deal with that. You can't deal with the fact that there are people who are different and who have different opinions than you, and you just need to accept that and deal with it. Deal with your own issues. Don't bother them. But, the fact that parents and school officials have tried to blame him and his music for school shootings, you watch the video, type in Marilyn Manson interviews, and the video Bowling for Columbine should come up. It was an interview that was with Manson after Columbine. And it was talking about how he'd been, because the students that did that had his t-shirts with him on it on, when they did that, the parents and the school officials seemed to think that it was his fault, somehow, magically his fault, though he did absolutely nothing, and they tried to blame it on him, which is it's so stupid, because obviously they're the ones that did something wrong. Manson did nothing wrong. Manson's music, it's the lyrics to his music are metaphors for something else. They're not literal, some of them probably are meant to be taken literally, but they have a message and they mean something, and, they point out the flaws of society and the flaws of, the government, and just other things, people's flaws, and how we're so shallow, like the song Beautiful People. Listen to it, listen to the lyrics, and it's talking about how everything is measured nowadays by beauty, and how most of those people that are incredibly beautiful are stupid. Something like that. But how we base too much on looks and appearance. Anyway, back to the people picking on Manson. So in this interview, they asked him, if you could talk to these kids, what would you have said to them? And he said, quote, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have listened, because that is obviously what nobody did. It makes so much sense. That's the problem today. People don't listen to kids because they think that we're stupid. They're like, oh, you know, blah, blah, back in my day, I had the same problems and the same stuff to deal with, and you need to grow up and deal with it. If they're coming to talk to you, it means that they can't deal with it. They need your help. And if you're going to deny them that, they're pretty much going to be screwed. I mean, if they worked up enough courage to actually ask for help, which is hard for some people, then they obviously really want your help, and they obviously really need your help. And it's an obligation. It's a duty. You're older than them, and you should listen to them and not be a dick and listen. But, I mean, people, if you listen to what Manson says, he makes very good points, and he's an incredibly intelligent man. Just because he looks weird doesn't mean he's like this psycho, crazy-ass person who wants the world to end and blah, blah, blah. No. His songs are metaphors, and they are metaphors for bigger things. I forgot. Damn. But it's not his fault if a couple mentally unstable teenagers take stuff seriously. He doesn't control the message that people get from his music. He can have one message that it's supposed to mean, but or one thing that it's supposed to mean, one message is supposed to like send out, you know. But not everybody's going to get that message. People are going to take different things from his music. And he can't control whether or not it's a good message or a bad message. And if somebody takes it as a bad message and goes out and kills people, that's not his fault. That's because they had some mental problems that they needed to get help for. You can't blame things like that on him. He had no direct link to that. Like, it's not like he was talking to them, those kids, and was like, oh, you should go kill these people. No. I'm sure he would have strongly discouraged that and probably tried to talk them out of it. So, yes. Yeah. But, like, I mean, what is it with people and thinking that he's evil, and if you listen to his music, then you're gonna, you know, then you're a slacker, and you do pot, and you're gonna kill people, and you're gonna, you know, not accomplish anything with your life because you're goth or you're emo or something. I'm like, what? I listen to his music. I'm slightly mad, but, you know, that was there long before I started listening to Manson. So, yeah. It's 99.99% of the people that listen to his music are perfectly fine, and they're not gonna go kill people. And, like, the small percentage that does is not his fault. They have problems that they didn't deal with. That is their fault, and the fault... No, it's not... It might not even be their fault. It could be their fault, but it is the fault of the people who ignored their cries for help. Not Manson. So stop picking on him. He doesn't deserve this. He's not a bad person, and you guys need to leave him alone. Stop picking on people who are different than you. What the hell is wrong with society? Oh my god. Bye, YouTube.